Welcome back to the Ultimate Wolf. I am taking a look at Ironfactory, the hammer 16 EX69 hammer of Morax, I believe, and Ironfactory 70 drill of Amadeus. It's a hard name to pronounce on the second bot. Second bot. No, it's at least hard for me to pronounce. I will show. They give you a bunch of accessories. I'll take a look at them. I'm gonna take a look at both of them in this video, so not one figure at a time. They are heavy remolds, completely different transformations. I was just showing him how he was angled and rotated off center. But yeah, they're good figures. So I'll take a look at everything, all of their accessories, because they do have a lot of accessories to go through. But I'll explain why, and I'll talk about the characters for accessories. Just grabbing more of their accessories off to the side, so it's easier for me to show the boxes off. And they are part of a combiner. I'll talk about that in a minute. When I look at the accessories, let me just get the, well, figures to the sides. Here is the hammer of Morax. See an image right here of robot mode? See, there's the, well, my image where you would see the figure, the window, you just open it up inside. I got this from the TF source booth at TFCon Los Angeles 2024 from Ironfactory right there. So yeah, it was $55. I did ask if they had the other guy, this one. They did not. And also just quickly turning off the box. I actually saw that other guy at a totally different booth at TFCon. There's Royal mode, and here is the silhouette of the combined mode. You can see there's a bunch of other stuff you can do. You can see he can hold weapons. He can hold a beast. Yeah, he can't really. There's his alt mode, robot mode, and look, he has changed armor. And then it also does say breast beast mode and weapon mode, Ironfactory QR code. Option armor. Option armor. Okay, I'll talk about that in a minute. You see, there's the teaser command mode, there's him, the whole leg. We have also the spot right here, too. So that's it for his box. Let's quickly take a look at him. Okay. Same window, you can see silhouette of the combined mode, you can see robot mode right there, all mode right there. He's number 70 in this line from their Ironfactory figures. Here's this one was kind of open like this, so granted everything was still inside when I opened it up for the first time. Ironfactory 2024, I'm not sure if I show that off on the other one. See silhouette again. Side, you can see IFEX 70. The Jarrell of Amduscias. AMDUSCIS, however you say that. Open, you can see image of robot, you can see silhouette, we just saw this guy, now we're looking at the opposite one. You can see changed armor again, the beast mode, the weapon mode, and the option armor. I'll talk about all that in a minute. So let's go over their accessories. Here are their legs for their combined mode that you saw in the back of the box for Transformers Victory Lio Kaiser. Ironfactory is working on Lio Kaiser from Transformers Victory. Granted, I'll take a more look at these and then when we look at combined mode. So here's a teaser for combined mode, which I'm gonna show transformation combined mode in this video. You get a bag with a bunch of different hands. I'll show that off. You get a bag for both of them. You'll also have their Breastmasters, Beastmasters. You get a drill. You get chest plate. Option chest plate. You get 2 drills. You get a gun. You get a spear. You get this piece. I'll talk about that in a minute. and you have instructions. On the other guy, you have the spear, so it's the same as the other one. You have this section. This is a brand new piece. I'll set that to the side. This is gonna this piece. You have his beast, which is a mini bison, but granted, I'll take a look at that in a sec. You have a gun, which you have seen in the thumbnail. There is his chest piece. Option chest piece. You have the different hands and instructions. I'll quickly open up their instructions. They're highlighted in the black and white. I'll just show both off for a minute. So here on the front, it tells you it's upside down. That's how it is. You're starting from robot mode. You're going into alt mode. Robot transformation, all that steps, option armor, all that stuff. There's all the accessories. You get this piece can separate into all those parts that you saw right here. You have instructions, so, and then there's your leg, but so you can make sure you have all your accessories, all the hands as well. If I flip it to the other side, it might be upside down, so it is. You can see how to equip his weapon, his chest, his other things. You can see a weapon right there. You can see go to transformation into his tank form. I'll talk about that in a minute. So yeah, he has his weapon right here. You can see there's a silhouette of it, and I believe it's gonna be similar to the other one. So I'm not really. I'm just gonna quickly show it all. Yeah, it's the same weapon form. Because his drill bits and one of these pieces go right here at the bottom. We don't have the piece that's like right here, the middle section, and then the top section, but we do have like the drill, and we don't have this side, and we don't have this one at the bottom. It's like split. We don't have this section in the middle. We don't have this section at the very top. At the back, we do not have this section yet, and in the front section we have the drill. And that's it for his. Let me quickly show it. But from what it looks like, yes, he'll have two different combined mode weapons with all these pieces. So there, granted, it's going to be the same thing, transformation, all that stuff, showing you accessories, because of here, that's this top section you see. With this, like, kind of like this, I believe, and you need to take one of the drill, and this will go at the top, because there's a little port, because that's going to be the top of the weapon, but there's two weapons. The other one was at a TFCon promo, I believe it's like this, so that way, because this is going to be where one of those pieces will connect, and then that's where the bottom is, that's all. The connector will connect in at the bottom, but we don't have all the pieces, so I can't build the combined mode weapon yet. Once we get the more of the bots, because it's a 6-member team, we have 2 out. The other 2 should be the torso bot, and the upper torso and lower torso bot should be shipping out soon. So there, I'm just showing you. So you have multiple hinges. This can move back and forth right there. This can move bend right there, so you can get, maybe attach another thing, something at the end of it. This one, bend, bend right there. You have a hinge right there, bend. It's the same thing as the one I just showed you. So you get 2 of those. I'll put that out to the side. As I bump the camera, and you can turn on the light as it's really, because it's starting to get a little darker. In here now, we have 2 drills. I'll leave these out for a sec. For a minute. You have 2 spheres that are exactly the same. I'll put them off to the side. You have the optional hands and stuff. I'll talk about that in a minute when we go on weapons. Well, posing him up. Let's talk about his breast, the Beastmasters, and other stuff. Let me get them prepared, then I'll bring them in. Frame. They're small, so I gotta lower the camera a little bit. Right there. Yeah, so you can see it's a little rhino-esque figure and a bison going with their names. Kill bison over there on the left. Drill horn is on the right, the blue bot. Well, this blue bot, I should say, because there's another blue bot, I believe. Okay, you get the gun. You get their gun. They're in the back right there, you can see, and then you also have their chest pieces. So if you want, you can use their chest piece or their gun, or the beasts. They can transform into a chest piece and a gun as well. I'll show that off. But yeah, you get those two, and there you can see the chest pieces. They just peg onto your chest. Weapons, you have to use the weapon holding hands. So yeah, you put that piece off the side. And we go look at the figures. So here is Bison, and here is Drillhorn. They're heavy remotes of each other. Center the camera. I just realized it wasn't really centered on the tripod. Okay. There, so yeah, you can see their feet right there. You can see how his treads sit on the back of his leg, and they sit. The lower treads sit right there. You can see the sides of it are different. Backpack is different. You can see the dread. You can see the drill. You can see the tank cannons right there. Barrels right there. The hands, the shoulders. Relations almost the same. There's slightly different stuff going on. The chests right there are different molds. Right there, you can see that's a little silver bit. Straighten these out. Okay, I'll quickly go over articulation. For Kill Bison, head rotation, full 360, no issues there. Arms can go full 360. You just gotta move them out of the way. And they're on there's a hinge up there, so you can move forward, move that forward, and you do have a double hinge. So you get double joint. I just brought the shoulder pad to back, but yeah, you get that. Fist can rotate and it can go in. And it's on the ball joint as well. There, so yeah, it can go in for transformation if you want it to when you're transforming him. And you do want the closed fist on him while you're transforming him. And so alt mode, it makes it easier. He has an ab crunch, waist swivel. Yeah, hips can go forward on the hip skirt, which it is molded together in one piece. So these two they're connected on the bar. But yeah, legs can go forward. They can't go back due to its backpack. But I mean, if you move that little backpack about away, there's a second backpack hinge. You have to flip this hinge up, and there you can go back. You have a knee bend right there, or thigh. He does. I thought he has thigh swivel, but I don't. Yeah, he does. He has thigh swivel, and the feet do have a rocker, so you can get that down. Not really down. I mean, if you want down, you could do that. Hinge down. Okay. Let me straighten it back out. Up. Up that back up. And let me just do this real quick. Okay, so for Kill Bison, for Drill Horn, this is Kill Bison, the one with the cannons on the back. This is Drill Horn, the one with the drill on his back. Okay, that's going to be easy to remember. Quick articulation. The arms are the same. They do have a double joint bend. Bend right there. So same for both sides. Head is on the ball joint. You can move forward, back, rotate, pull 360, look up, down. It is also on this hinge, so I mean you can do that on that joint. I'll leave it closed. Backpack is different because it has these wheels right there on the side. And you can see slot in one, no slot. One has slot. For the hips, those hip skirts do not move, but they did. Nope, yeah, they do. I just had to get it at an angle, and he does not have the hip skirt at the back, so you can move them back, move them forward. So yeah, you can do the full splits. Outside, it does have a thigh swivel. Again, he does have also waist and ab crunch. Thigh swivel, full 360, no issues there. Waist, go forward, ab crunch, full 360. There you go. I'm tapping things. Knee bend. You have a single bend. Feet can go down all the way down on that hinge, and if you unclip it, you get a little rocker. But I have it like locked in, so it's stable. Making him straight out, straighted, staying straight. Sorry, can you speak for a sec? Okay. So weapons rise. Yes, they can use their. I'll show you their weapons real quick, and then I'll do that. So here, remove their fist. Remove their fist. They're on the ball joint. They can both hold their spear as well. So here, I'll also show you the optional hands for a quick second, and then I'll do the weapons hands. Okay, so you have two left-right closed fists. For drill horn, the one on the right of the camera side, I'm getting the fist out of the bag. You do have this little section. You get two of these. Well, you get two. He only has these two. These are for the drill on his hands. I'll talk about that in a minute. You do have left and right weapon holding hands. Left and right weapon holding hands for him. So if you want, you can give him that. So if you want, you can have him holding his gun in his hand. You just got to push it down. There. So there, he's holding his weapon. I'm not going to do really any poses with them. He has that. You can also, you have left and right jazz hands. And how they're, open displayed. Like so. Like this. So you can see kind of like jazz hands because they go right there. And then so that means like celebrating. Alright. You also do have a left right salute fist. They'll just go on to the left. So here we get left or right. Or he's like, karate chop. And you also have the birdie. So in Transformers Victory, I believe it was him specifically, Drillhorn. He did show a human child that finger. Yeah. So yeah, he also gets that as well. Okay. So for Kill by Drillhorn, he has all the same hands expressions except for the ones with the little mouths. Except for these two pieces. Everything else he has the same except his hands. So that will just save me a quick sec. I'm just gonna get his weapon holding hand out. His weapon holding hand out for this section. Just gonna put the other spare hands away so I don't lose them. Put that over there. Don't worry, we'll begin transformation shortly. weapon holding hand is on, is right. The gun can just go do the same thing. You just slide it in a little bit easier. Coming in, okay. There's that. The spear goes easy. You just remove one tip. Remove it. You slide it in the hand. Slide it in that hand and close it up. And you just put that other tip on. So that way it's like he's now holding it. Okay. There's that. Both hands, both sides can do it. I'll put the spears off to the side. Now let's look at the breastmaster for a quick sec. Or well, here, wait. Let me do these ones real quick. The chest plates, so you can at least see. So here is the kill bison, and let me go quickly get drill horn. There is a reason why I still have their weapon holding hands out. So there you go. So he has their optional chest piece. Sorry if you can hear the ice machine in the background. Okay, let's just send them to the side for a sec. Why are you leaning a little bit? There we go. There. Let me demonstrate it. Okay. I know I come over. I just saw caught that on camera. Okay, here. Here's the rhino, my left, in my right hand, and the bison on my left. So let's transform them into chest form. So for him, bring these out, flip the head down, but you also want to flip out this little peg. There is a peg on the inside. There is the handle that you want to flip out. You're gonna get a tool for this since this is a small piece. So flip out that little that peg in the middle. Rotate these down. Rotate these arms down. You want to rotate these paws up. Rotate those back paws, hind paws up. And I try my best just to align this up in the middle. And it's smaller figure, so if you have big hands, this is going to be a little bit more harder for you. Okay, and bring that head down. And make sure you flip up this back end up, so that way his gun barrel is not exposed. So there, that's his chest form. It will peg inside the chest. So there's that one. So you can do that one or this one. Not transforming or the transforming. Let's do kill drill horns one. Get that peg out. Peg out. It goes the other way. There we go. Flip up the random head. Flip this back down. And now you just want to kind of interlock the legs to rotate this up and rotate this other one down. Is you want it sitting like that. Well, make sure you also flip up the gun barrel for now. So that way it's looking like that. It will peg into the same spot where the original one pegged into. So there you go. That's that one. So there you go. You have them on their transforms, and there's the non-transforming one. Okay, let me remove them for one last time. remove both. Alright, let's get in your weapon form. So you want to slightly bring this down, slightly bring this down. Want to shift, you want to get this barrel back out, straighten out. You want to make sure this handle stays straight. Bring this down, bring these side sections down, and just bring up these arms so they'll sit like that. And he's in his weapon mode. I'll bring it in his fist. Bring it there. So there, and there is the non-transforming gun. With the transforming gun, I believe that's how it's like supposed to be. Let me double check the instructions. Yeah, I had it wrong. It was supposed to be like the chest weight. The chest weight is supposed to be slightly shifted. So yeah, it's supposed to be like that, where it's folded out more and then these just stay up. Yeah, there, that's his weapon mode, but I mean, you can do it either way, so that way it's like something different, more collapsed. So I mean, it's like two different blasters, so yeah, that's how I'll have it. So it's at least more collapsed up. Okay, there's that one. Let me put him off to the side for a minute. Okay, let me get the Rhino transformed in gun mode, and that's easy. You just bring up the gun barrel, roll on him as his legs got moved around. Flip up the gun barrel, and then once that gun barrel's in, just straighten up that handle. And just get in his fist, which is a tight connection to get in. There you go, there's your gun comparisons. Okay, let me just put him back into his beast form, and then I'll move on to Kill Bison and Drillhorn's transformation into their tank forms. Well, wait, actually, for, scratch that for a second. I have to do one last thing with him. Let me just get ready. Okay, he's ready to go. into his alt mode. Forward, which I will get in a sec. I was just refolding the instructions out, so there we go. I'll take a look at the legs in a minute. Okay, so remove his hands. You want to flip this little section in, both sides. Flip this in, so flip that in, and now you want to take these sections. You just want to line it up and push that onto there. So you'll hear like a little snap. And once it's on, now you take the drill, and that will just sit on the edge, sit on that little section. So now, instead of his hands, he has drill hands. That's it. Yeah, you could pose this up a little bit more if you want. I'm not gonna do that. Also, you can see the red on his eyes, so that way for the beast. And Kill Bison also has that. Right there, a little red. So, okay. I'm gonna remove these and get him into, well, his transformation process. So, and I'll just put on his closed fist too, as well. And get them transformed into their alt forms. Okay, now I'm just gonna swap back the hands on them the correct size and good to transform both into their alt forms. Okay. Yeah, you can adjust their legs so if you want them to be slightly taller or shorter. Okay. Make sure that's back as possible, far as possible. Bring this over. Okay. I'm gonna transform him. He's easier to transform than his comrade, through his mate. So, come to the back, you want to kind of lower this so that way you can see there's this gap right here. You want to get this head and flip this in to that space. And then once that's done, bring this up. You're going to bring this panel in the back, and this will fill, that will just hide that section up. Let's do the arms. So you want to bend. You want to bend the fist in, push the fist in, and there is a section on the back that will sit right here. You want to open that up. That will be on a double hinge. Once you bring this down, there's going to be a tab that will peg into this little wheel section. bring this down. Come to the other side, just lower this. You can open that up, blow this out, bend at the joint, make sure that this is pushed in, bring this a little back. Okay, right there. So that way it looks like wheels, treads, little sections. You want to come this, grab this section and pull it. You want to put it flat, so it's like that. And I know we're gonna have to rotate this around eventually. So I'm just gonna kind of leave that to the side, right there, and open that up. Okay, flip in the foot because you want it fully extended. Okay, so open up these knee pads, kneecap sections right there. Open both up right there. And now you want to collapse this up, and you also want to make sure this section is rotated 180 like that. And let me go make sure I flip in the treads the right way. It could be easier said than done. Let me do it off camera then. Got it. There, so you can see now these threads are fading down. You just want to collapse this up, and push this flat, push this closed. So like that, basically. That, collapse in and push closed. Push closed. Once it's all the way in, I could kind of tell it wasn't. There we go. Like that, and then you want to bring these legs together. And boom, get them tapped in. So it's something like that. That's what you want with this assembly. It can be easier said than done. Once you get it a few times, you'll know what you're doing. So now you want to just get these treads lined up and get that little like hook tab on it right there, so you can see it's starting to make a good shape. This is fully up. This is fully up. Push this in. Let me that same exact step on this side and down, in, in. Lower it. Okay, we're almost done with him. So you want to take this back section and just bring it up right there. And rotate the tanker rails around. So they're also on this end, so you want to make sure they're forward, like fully flush. And tank mode is now done. I'll take a look at it after I transform him into his alt form, which is another tank, a drill tank specifically, because he is well, as you see, has barrels. Okay, transformation is going to be kind of similar to him, and you'll see. So pull that head down, pull that back down. It sometimes helps if you use the waist joint, bend them at the waist. So you have that gap. So now you want to bring the head up, but you want to get in that little space. Bring this up and bring this back. Bring this in there. Sometimes that horn will get in the way, so yeah, let me get in there. Section. Okay. So then once that's in, then you're gonna close that section back up. I think it just came off the ball joint. No? It looks like it did. Bring this back up. Right there. Okay. So for these sides, you want to make sure this is straight. You want to make sure the hand is pushed in. Pushed in. Now, I want to shift. Make sure this is shifted up as far as it will go. As far as it will go. Right there. Okay. Come to the bottom. You want to flip this section out. This will sit down. So that will fill out the back. And now this thread will just sit around on the side right there. And that will just peg in to the side of the chest and do the same thing. Bring down that section first. Open that up. Bring this down. Bring this over. And you want to hinge it over right there. And you want to come to the front. You want to hinge this down in front so it sits right there in the middle section. And unhinge and shift this forward like so. So okay, the front is done. The back section is the leg section is going to be a little bit more harder. Let me lower the camera a little bit so it's easier. It's more frame for you guys to see. Come to the you can at least flip up the down the treads if you want. Bring that section down. Flip this flat. Open this up. Sometimes the panels on the side can come off, so that makes it easier for now. Flatten it out, because you want to make sure the threads are straight, and also you want to make sure the knee pad is, I believe, rotated now or later. Double check, because I know that little section does rotate around. Okay, now, because then it sits like that for combined both. Okay. Rotate 180. And then you also want to make sure you want to bring this, untap that foot and bring this down on that section. I did it pop off both those sides. I'll reattach them in a sec. Let me rotate this little section around. Okay. As there is a tab that these will go in and make sure I got the right sides and okay, I got it right. I just need to line them up. Okay. You just get this in position, side in position, and then because this part is a little bit hard for me to do. This section is, at least. Okay, you want to bend the joint right there. That new joint. You want to get that right kind of around. That's why it's hard to do. And once it's around, then there, so flash. Just want to make sure it's shifted fully around somewhere like that. Do the same thing, rotate it around, and shift it. I popped off the foot off the ball joint. Let me go retouch the foot, the robot mode foot back on. Back on. Got that foot back on. You want to close up that little section at the back. This little panel. Close that up and bring the shreds over, and that will line up into a slot. Close that up, roll shift over so it sits right on this tab. But you can't leave undone. You want to close these legs up together. Bring this flat, right? So, and just push it close. So it's something like that. This section you just want to shift and just get it sitting right there. Shift down and kind of just want to get in right there. And that is his drill, his alt mode done. So yeah, there you go. They don't roll at all. There's the full 360, there's the backs, there's the sides, there's the fronts, sections, there's their top view and big bottom view. Okay. Features this does roll. Come on, spin. So yeah, you can do that if you're stop motion. Do that. These barrels do have a little articulation. They can move up, down, down, and on this joint it's on. You can spin it 180, and if you unhinge it, yeah, you can get it more up. But there you can do that, and there you have that little section at the back. Okay, that's pretty much it for their alt forms. Let's get them into combine mode. So for combine mode, I'm gonna bring out the feet one more time. I'm gonna put them in the back for now. Okay. So remove these barrels from him. I'll talk about that in combine mode, why we're removing it. Okay. You want to come to the top where these sections are and just slide them down. Shift them down. And there, this section should sit flush. And I believe it's kind of sitting right there. And it's robot mode configuration. I believe, because that could shift around. It could be up or down. I just want to double check. Okay, I had it right the first time, and it's alt mode configuration. Like this. Okay, so now this side, you see one side has the slot, one doesn't. So you're going to essentially untransform it all the way and then bring this up. That's all you're doing, and now everything else will just go back how it was. Down, bring down, and that will just sit right there. He's done for alt mode, so for combine mode. So there is a peg right here, and there is that big slot. And this will go in. You just want to align that up with the corresponding spaces and get this pegged in to the side. So I'm gonna do it off camera. Double checking and make sure I did everything right, because it's not lining up. And it should, once everything's lined up. Right. Let me make sure the feet are collapsed up all the way. And let's get that fully. There we go. There we go. I'll talk about, wait, okay. That was just the Alexa going off. There was a notification from her. Okay. There, it took a second, but there. So now you can see he's right here. So I'm gonna quickly do the opposite one. It's easy. So I just gotta basically untab the feet, bring this up, shift it back for a quick sec, untab the nose cone, and so I just gotta keep the nose cone on the cockpit like that. And everything else is pretty much the same. So you see this side has a slot right there, and this side doesn't. You're just gonna unhinge it and fold it back like that. I'll explain why in a sec. So just get the same 3 connections lined up, push in, and push in. Sometimes I find it easier doing that slot on the side first and then doing the one in the middle. Because that way at least you're helping getting everything aligned up. And let me just double check everything. Rotate. Press this back in. Bring this down. Let me just finish this side, and we're done with combine mode. Okay, so reasons why we took off the guns. They're going to be part of the combine mode weapon. Of the combine mode gun, I should say, because there's going to be combine mode melee weapon. So there's the legs. You can see there's the like gun metal gray there. That section. Gun metal gray. There, yellow right there. White. Silver for the toes. Black. Stability. See the faux treads right there. So in the show, these components, these two, would transform into the whole leg like this way. So it's something different. Instead of it forming the whole legs, then it takes more engineering. But this way, you still have combined articulation and stuff. So yeah, I'll quickly go into it. But yeah, you can see all the details, how the treads, that one tread sticking out to the side. They're the same. It's just opposite. So for this leg, you get legs, you can see that's why you want to move that to make sure it treads back so you have your leg articulation. So there's one cool bit. You have one knee joint, but there's actually a second one. So since I don't have the upper torso, lower torso, I can't really do this properly. So you want to shift this little section down and bend it at the same time. Once I have the other bot, it will make this. It will do it. It will do the job. Right there. So you can see there, I got it to bend. So once you have the second bot, no. Right there. So that way you can see that shifted. So once you bring that down, then that will give you your access for your second knee joint. So yeah, you'll have double knee joint with that little section. It's laying down revealing detail. That, like I said, it's going to work easier once you have the second bot. I just did that so I can show it that he'll have that joint. Okay, they'll both have ankle tiltage. So yeah, he'll have ankle tiltage. there, and you'll have forward and backward. You have to get the joint out. You have to extend this section right there that's now exposed for more range. So like you can do that. You can bring this forward. See. So yeah, you just gotta bring that out and up, and let me lower the camera for this little section. So it can move forward and it can move down slightly. You don't want to go too far down, or this silver bit will pop off. See, that will pop off. I'm just showing you. So yeah, you don't want to go too far. It just pegs in. Because if you go too far, then that will push it off. I'm not. But yeah, it starts coming off. So try not to push it too far back. Okay, but yeah, you can see you'll have a knee joint twist right here, a little swivel at the base of the foot. So nice little foot swivel. Ankle tiltage. I'll get it in one good close. I'll do it with the opposite leg. So this, I don't know how, granted I don't have all the bots, so I don't know how I'm going to display him yet. I could do it like that for the left foot. For the right foot, at least. Bring it back out, because then, just center it a little bit. And to do this, I'm just going to do that little gimmick where you see the double joint. And yeah, if you see, he's even, well, figure can stand on one leg. I just gotta get balanced, so that way, it's maybe if I can do something like that, that would be cool. You can see him like standing on one leg while this one's kind of in the air. It probably won't work. It's like this. But granted, we haven't seen the full. We don't have the torso section of the bot, of torso, or something like that. So it's a little lower. But I have seen people, like one guy in the Facebook group I'm in, he has a prototype that was at TFCon. So we do know the combined mode will have a butterfly joint. So victory, he will have a butterfly joint. Granted, like I said, this is based on the combiner from Transformers Victory. Right there. But yeah, there's that. So yeah, we'll see how the rest of the mods come along. Because it is a 6-member team. I have 2 of them. The next 2 should be shipping out. Then we have the jet ones. Skyhawk and Hellbat. Yeah, Kill Bison right here on my right. Excuse me. Drillhorn on the left. We have Leozak, the main torso. By the upper torso, and Jaguar is the lower torso. And once we have all of them, we can combine into the mighty Lyle Kaiser. Now, no, this isn't, and yes, I know this isn't Ironfactory's first combiner. They've done like the DJD Tarn, the DJD set. They did the Bruticus. They have Minosaur in the works. The Samurai series line, but yeah, I'm going on this set. We'll see if I go in on other combiners. But yeah, anyways, I've been the only Ultimate Wolf. There's your look at the Ironfactory 76, sorry, 69, and Hammer of Morax, and 70 EX 70 Drill of Amduscias, however you say that. Anyways, there's that. Anyways, I've been the Ultimate Wolf.